Today we are out here with the 2006 Club Car with the Precedent variety. Today we're going to be fixing that issue this car suffers from with the hesitation when you press the pedal. It'll jerk a little bit, it'll lag, all that stuff. That's the MCOR that you got to replace on these. In today's video, we're going to show you how to replace that MCOR. It's a fairly simple job. The part's not too expensive, and it'll fix your problem and make you a lot happier. But the first thing you want to do before you do that job is lift up your seat. You're going to want to switch your switch from run to tow. So that's what we're going to do. Shut the power off. I mean, this one's fairly straightforward. This mat has to be removed in here. And since normally it's only like these 4 bolts you'll see here, 2 on this side, 2 on the other, and your mat comes out. But this has an aftermarket dash, so we're going to have to remove some screws on our dash here. We'll pull this out, and then at the bottom there's like a pedal plate that also has 4 torque size bolts. There's I think 3 different sizes altogether for those. I'll tell you what sizes are when we get to them. But first thing we're going to do is undo this mat and get this out of our way, and then we can get to that pedal door and pull that out. So let's get going. All right, we took our screws out of our aftermarket dash. Now we're going to take these bolts out of this guard on both sides. There's 2 on this side, 2 on the other, like I pointed out. They are the T40 Torx. You can just take those out, set those aside. We'll get the other side over there, and then we'll pull this mat out. It's just going to pull from behind here because it's soft and pliable, and then we get it out of our way. All right, we got those 4 screws out. Now we're going to pull our mat out from underneath the trim. Just pull the trim back a little bit. Use a screwdriver. Pull this out. It's all soft all the way across. We're just going to move it out of our way. Like I said, we have the aftermarket dash, so we got to pull down a little bit more. You can see that there. Then we can move that right out of our way. I recommend pulling it totally out of your way because it just creates a problem for you. There we go. Now we got to our pedal assembly. You can see there's 2 screws here and 2 screws here. Just to note, these ones are longer and will be harder to get out. So you're going to probably want a pair of vice grips or channel locks or something. When you get these loose, you're going to have to pry them out because they go directly into the aluminum frame. It's usually an issue. This one looks like it might have been worked on before because this one's loose. And there's a screw here that I don't remember seeing on any before, but we'll get these 4 bolts out. Let me see what size that is. That's not the same size. I think those are the 25s maybe. All right, we figured out the size we need. This side is the T30. This side is a T40. So we're just gonna pull these ones out. Like I said, this one looks like somebody's been in it because I mean, this one's loose by hand. Yeah, this has been into before, so. Well, I guess lucky for us, we didn't have to use the pliers, but this tray here, you can just put your finger in here and pull this right out of your way. What we're trying to get to is going to be this box here. That's your MCOR, and then there's a couple plugs for that. We'll pull those out. There we go. Now you have your brake lever here, which you don't need to take this fully out to change that MCOR, so we can leave this connected. Otherwise, you're gonna have to undo these jam nuts and unscrew it out. I'm not gonna mess with that. I'm just gonna lift this up enough to get to that MCOR right there. And you can see there's a couple screws on the back. I can see if you guys can see them. Those have to come out in order to get those out. We'll have to see what that size they are for you. But we're gonna unscrew these, 1 on each side, and it just pulls off and goes back on. But we wanna undo this wiring harness real quick. There's just 2 plugs there. They only go in 1 spot. Got to work them out. You can see they got the weather tight plugs there because it isn't like a watery area. There we go. Our wiring harness is undone. Now let me go find out what size those bolts are, and we'll be in business. And while you're in here, it's a good time to clean this out. Just blow it out or vacuum it out or something. That's what we're going to do. And also, when you have this open, spray some WD-40 on all your linkages. You got all these springs and everything. Just spray this down. It doesn't hurt. Keeps everything lubing up, working good. So let me find the size for this. Looks like a 1/4 inch or something. Then we'll pop that right off. I'll show you how to put the new one on. Let me show you what we got. This is the new one here. It's from our friends here at 10LOL. We've used a lot of their stuff before, and it's great. For the most part, I mean, we have had an issue with their covers on one of our other carts, but we tried to contact them and got back with us, but their parts work decent most of the time. All right, we got it opened up here. You can see it comes with a couple new bolts and washers. That's just the thing. And it, like I showed you, it's got one thing here. It's going to go, it goes on and pushes off. That's it. And then you got your plug position. So that's what we need. These screws seem bigger than the ones that are on it. That's why I think this has been messed with before. But it's okay. We're going to get these out and put some new ones in anyway. Get it going. So let me find the size for that. All right, we got what we need here. Guess what size it was? Nope, it's not a 10. It's an 8. So we're going to get these out of here. The new ones look bigger, though. They might be a lot bigger. I don't know if we're going to use those or these. I mean, these look like fairly new, so you're gonna might want to wrench on that one top one there. I don't know how long they are, but we're going to continue to get these out, and I'll show you. It's supposed to just pull right off. That one. We're running out of space on this one, so for speed's sake, I'm just going to pliers the rest out. All right, got that one out. Now it's free to come off. You just want to work it off. Like I said, it's going to come straight off just like that. You can see I just pulled it straight off. You can see that clocked in its position. The new one's going to go back on the same way, clocked in that position. So that's all we're going to do. Just like that. Line it up to the holes there. Then we're going to put our screws in, just reverse what we just did, and then we'll be set and ready to go. Here we go. It's sat in position. I think I'm just going to use the screws that are here. I mean, they got big ones, which, I mean, I could, but why if I got these? So we're just going to screw these in. They're going to cut their own threads because you are going into plastic, so don't use any power tools. Get them started. Then we're just going to tighten this down. Then all we got to do is lube this up like I mentioned, put some the plugs in, and then put it back together. Fairly simple job, as long as your screws aren't all stuck and everything. There we go, there's one. We use pliers for this one. So let me finish this up, and then we'll get to spraying this down and putting it in. All right, we got that tightened down, ready to go, almost ready to plug in. We're going to put some WD-40 in there. If you guys ain't got one of these sure shot things, I recommend these. These things are awesome. I use one for WD-40, one for brake clean. Plus, it's cheaper to buy it by the bigger jugs. But we're just going to lube all this stuff up. Just put a thin coat on everything. That way we know the springs are going to be fine. You can see, like, this is aluminum, so you get a little bit of that galvanic corrosion in there. But everything's lubed up there. Now we're just going to plug our plugs in. And then we can reassemble this thing. Like I said, they only go in one spot, so you shouldn't have a problem putting those in. Like this one here, shaped like a triangle, so that'll go in easy. Let me put this one in first. There you go, that one's in. Then you can see the triangle shape. It's just gonna go just like that. Set it back in. That should take care of the job. Now we're just gonna put our screws back in, put everything back together the way it was, and then give it a test. So reverse of what you did. It's going to put this back together. Okay, we're just buttoning up the last bit of this thing. I guess before you went this far with it, I mean, if you wanted to turn it on and test it, you could test it, make sure that everything's working the way it should. Ours is. We did it off camera. So we're just going to get this bent up in there. Yours might be a little easier if you don't have this aftermarket dash. It's just going to sit up there, but since we have this, we're going to press a little harder to get it up underneath there. There we go. And we'll just push it into place. Then, like I said, we're just going to finish this up. Then we'll take you guys with us on a test drive, see if it's going to do what it's supposed to do. So let me finish this up. All right, we're getting ready to do our test drive. Don't forget to go in here and put it into the run position. Otherwise, you'll be like, what happened? Okay. Oh, it's immediately better. I press the pedal, it moves. And the other one, I had to mess with it like 3-4 times before it'll get moving. Nice. We'll turn around down here. Then we'll try it in reverse. Make sure reverse is working. Oh, yeah. Way, way better. So that's probably your problem. I say 9.5 times out of 10, it's going to be that MCOR. Like I said, easy, cheap fix. Something you can do yourself. Well, another job well done. Easy fix for anybody who wants to attempt to try it. You just need a few tools. Definitely those Torx bits, a 30 and a 40, at least on ours. And we had the aftermarket dash, so we needed the Phillips. So other than that, that's all you're really going to need. Make sure you clean it out, lube it up, and get it going. But if you guys need any of these parts or anything, we'll leave links to them down below. They're affiliate links. Just click on the link if you don't mind. Do your shopping. Helps the channel out. Doesn't cost you anything extra. We appreciate the support. Until next time, guys, try something new.